Okay, bring it on.
Something that you might not know is that my exam got flagged for review. I had lost all hopes, to be honest.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this needs education. If it
Yeah.
gets flagged, people don't worry.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you saw your score?
Once I saw the 695 on screen, I just got up out of my chair and the invigilator had to come and tell me to sit down.
How
Yeah.
was your experience with the mentors, the trainers, who all you interacted with?
Asking my man and my sir doubts at 2 a.m. and getting it solved. I don't think other maybe classes would do.
Hello, Astu. Welcome to this call. We are very excited to discuss your success with you and give a way for so many people out there who are preparing a way to understand what is the right things to do. What are the things that somebody who gets successful does to really get that success? So, welcome to this, first of all. Thank you for joining us here. And big congratulations from all of us at IMS on your amazing score. So we'll begin with an introduction of you. Please just introduce yourself to everyone who's listening, your name, your city, how have your academics been, what has your specialization been in undergrad, and so on. Let's hear from you.
Hi, thank you so much. Glad to be here. I'm Astu Mehta and I am 20 years old. I currently stay in Mumbai. Uh, I got over with my 10th grade in 2020, then moved on to integrated course, preparing for IIT, etc. Uh, Currently, I am in DJ Sangvi, College of Engineering. Currently, in my fourth year, I'll enter my fourth year, specializing in computer engineering. Uh, and yeah, with a knack of finance and stuff, I wanted to get into an MBA. So yeah, that's about it.
All right, that's great. Which test did you take for your next steps now?
Yeah, so I appeared for the GMAT Focus Edition. I gave two attempts, one in March and one in April.
Okay, tell us your scores. How did you feel when you saw your score? And what was your reaction? Did you feel like, okay, whatever I had thought I would get, I got it? How
Mhm.
was the whole thing? Any special moments?
I gave my first attempt in March and I did not get a good score, way too less compared to what I used to score in mocks. So I got a 615, which is, I think, a 78th percentile or something. And it was totally unexpected because 615 was my first ever diagnostic score, which I gave without any prep. And seeing that after 3 months of prep was very, very shocking. Uh, and the test had gone bad. So I was expecting something like that. But uh, yeah, I was very, very sad after that happened. And for a month between the second attempt and the first attempt, I had lost all hopes, to be honest. And I was totally kind of spiraling that I have no chance, etc. And I was not focused on getting a good score in the second attempt, but I was searching for colleges abroad that take a 615, have an average of 615, etc. So that was my reaction after the 615. And after the 695, I once I saw the 695 on screen, I just got up out of my chair and the invigilator had to come and tell me to sit down. I did not even see the sectional scores, to be honest. And I got to know the sectional scores once my official report came. Because once I saw 695, I was in shock. Uh, so yeah, I was very, very happy. I immediately called my mentor and I asked him, where do you want the treat and all that? Because he believed that I would score this much, but I did not believe. I thought a 645 would be enough. I'll go abroad, etc. But yeah, it was a very, very good feeling. But something that you might not know is that my exam got flagged. The 695 got flagged for review.
Huh?
And yeah, I still don't know. Maybe it is because of the jump from 615 to 695. Maybe, but there's no official reason. So for 2, 3 days, me and my mentor were searching online that why did this happen. I called the center did you report me for anything? Maybe because I was leaning back on the chair a lot of times, etc. So even after getting a 695, I was not happy because uh, I could have been disqualified. Like the exam could have gotten cancelled, right? So this is what happened, and then I got the official score, and I was happy back again. It was a roller coaster ride for me, to be honest.
Did you contact GMAC to understand
Yes,
and they resolved it, or did
yeah,
it
yeah,
get
yeah.
resolved automatically?
No, no. So immediately after I came home after my exam, I got the mail that my exam was flagged. So I called, so he asked a few people in the GMAT space, and no one knew the exact answer. So then I called, so then I researched a bit, and there were two reasons. Maybe the center has reported you for something, or there is some system issue that GMAT has seen, right? So I called the center. They said they did not report anything, it was all good. Then I called GMAT, and there's a lot of problems in contacting GMAT because the number is not really available, and they don't pick up, etc. There's a lot of things. And then he finally picked up and he said, "कि नहीं नहीं हमारे पास कोई issue नहीं है. You will get the official score." And then I was like, "Okay, fine." And then it
They
came
were
in
just trying
2 days.
scare you then.
Yeah, I
This
don't
is good
know.
for other people to know. I mean,
Yeah.
improve to that degree that people flag you. Wow. And then it's gonna be fine as long as you're on
Yeah,
to the attempt, it will
yeah,
be fine even after a little scare.
yeah.
That's very interesting.
I read
Um,
actually, I
yeah,
think I read that if you get above 700, so in the classic version, above 700, mostly they flag it without any suspicion or something because they just want to check. So yeah,
that's good for everyone to know. If it
yeah,
gets flagged, people don't worry.
yeah,
It's not always on you. Of course, don't
yes,
actually do something that you
yeah.
will get reported, but otherwise it'll be fine. Wow. So at the beginning of your prep, what
Mhm,
was the feeling that you came in with? Did you feel there's so much to do? I feel overwhelmed already, or were you
mhm.
excited to begin preparation, or a mix? What was the starting of the whole thing? How did it feel?
Okay, so I started with GMAT way back in July 2024. I started my prep in January this year, but I had joined IMS in July. And back then, the only thing I knew about GMAT is that it is required for ISB, PGP, YLP, etc. So I started for that. I had no idea how GMAT is, etc. But I knew it has math. So I thought I'll be good at it. But once I started the prep, I was very, very, very excited, right? Because everyone was telling me 700 to lana hi padega, 700 lana hi padega. And I was like, fine, I'll try. Uh, but then verbal came along and I was like, I can't get a 700. And to be very honest, before the 615 attempt, 2 weeks before that, I got to know that there are two versions of GMAT. I did not know back till my attempt that there are two versions. One is a focus edition, one is a classic. Because whenever I saw online that you need 700, 710, 720, I was like, I'm not getting these scores. I'm getting 655, etc. So to be honest, my confidence was low up to that point.
Oh my
Because
God. This is a
because the
very important point.
yeah,
Although Classic Edition now has been completely,
yeah,
sunset, it's out,
yeah,
but people can have this, you know, illusion that if I'm
yeah,
getting anything above 700, that means I'm not
yes,
doing well. Okay,
yeah,
so this needs education. Everything is
yeah.
now focused, so we need to know what the new
Mhm.
700 is.
Yes.
So we don't
Yeah.
judge ourselves. Oh, wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Whenever
were,
someone asks me my score, my immediate response is 695, which is equivalent to 750, so that they understand,
yeah,
so that they understand it is different. So
long baggage.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I used to send the average scores of Harvard, Columbia, etc. to my sir. कि, Sir, इतना कैसे आएगा? They are getting 730, I'm getting 665, etc. फिर उन्होंने बोला कि भाई there are two versions, and then I understood.
Uh,
But yeah, overall, it was very, very exciting for me because I like solving maths, those data sufficiency questions, etc. So I like the overall prep. I like the classes. Uh, Verbal was very, very tricky for me. I took some time, but yeah, it was a good experience overall. I'm glad I did it.
Maybe that positivity also helped you in the journey.
Yeah,
What made you choose IMS Manya, the Princeton Review? What made you choose this for your test prep?
right. So, when I first, just I searched randomly on Google the best GMAT coaching, etc. And obviously, the first name that came up was IMS. So I went to IMS with my dad, and I have a friend also studying over there for GRE. So I asked her, how her experience was like, etc. And she told me, their material is good, their website is good, they have a good portal, and obviously the mentors are good. The facility is good, right? You get a good environment to study. So it was a no-brainer for me actually. Then I did not even, visit any other classes, etc. I just enrolled myself
Sounds good.
because, yeah, no thought.
So, after you joined, how
Yeah.
was your experience with the mentors, the trainers, who all you interacted with? How was all of that?
Yeah, so after I joined, uh, there's a I think recurring cycle, right, of batches at IMS. So I was new, and for example, there are arithmetic one, two, three. I just directly joined in three as a kuch tha. So I was a bit confused as to what GMAT is, etc. And the class had already begun. And by then, Saul did not even realize that I'm a new student. So we were just moving along in the class. And then it took me some time to understand everything, to bond with the mentors, etc. But then it happened very naturally because, for example, the quants mentor, which is Vignesh sir, he's an engineer himself, and he's young too. So, whenever I have some doubt, I just go up to him randomly. I call him anytime. So then uh, it was good, to be honest. Uh, the mentors were always available to talk for doubts, etc. Because I used to come to the center to study. So they were always here, and I used to ask doubts anytime.
Amazing. So you found not just a GMAT coach, but
Yeah,
mentor who you could talk to
yeah,
anytime,
yeah,
that calling anytime and being able to get responses is more than
yes,
just a classroom. That's
yeah.
amazing. Now, when you entered, were there any particular techniques or resources at IMS Manya that you felt, okay, yeah, this really helped me? What did you like the best?
Okay. So initially there was no such thing, to be honest, because it comes naturally, right? So, for example, in verbal, you mostly go on your gut. That is how you've been taught since school, right? You don't follow a proper step. Like here, they have this method, right? So, I used to do that initially. But then, as I gave mocks and we used to, do the analysis, etc., I realized that there are some techniques that I need to follow to, get a good score. So, breaking it down into maths and verbal. So, in maths, what used to happen is I always used to get 19, 20 out of 21 correct. Rarely did I score full marks. And getting full in quants is very, very important because even if you get one question wrong, your percentile drops a lot because a lot of people score in that. So, and the one question that I used to get wrong was the simplest of the questions that I would have done, in the middle of the night, but I could not. So, what sir advised me to do is mark every single simple question to change it in the end, right? Don't mark the tough ones, okay? Because in the tough ones, you realize it is a tough one, so you use more of your brain, right? But in an easy one, you are bound to make more mistakes. So what my sir told us is mark all the easy questions. There's no limit to marking questions, right? There's a limit to changing the answers. And that technique, to be honest, it paid off because in the 695 attempt, uh, I had marked around six questions in maths and I had 18 out of 21 correct. In the end, I changed three of those and all of them changed from incorrect to correct. And then I got 100 percentile in maths.
Wow.
So, yeah, so that changed my score quite a bit, because if I did not do that, my score would have been a 655 and we wouldn't be here.
That's extremely
Yeah,
personalized feedback
yeah,
because I don't think this is something which is true for everyone. For
yeah.
a lot of people, it is the hard ones you would want
Hmm,
to come back to. But the fact that Vignesh sir could identify that no, this person, Astu, has
yeah.
a different thing. He does the
Hmm,
hard ones good, but there's a pattern in the easy mistakes that he makes. Wow,
hmm.
that's very interesting.
Yeah.
That's the level of personalization we should do. In fact,
Yes.
everyone should take a learning out of this that review the mistakes you are making,
Hmm,
not what everybody else says has to work for you. See where you falter and make plans to fix your problems, not
yeah.
the world's problems in general. This is amazing. Nobody would have thought doing this would easy would be more helpful.
Hmm.
I mean, you generally put this out there and you say, "What do you think about marking only easy?" They'll be like, "What? Why would you do that?"
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
amazing. So this seemed like a big challenge that you overcame the right way. Wow.
Yes.
Now, if you look back on this entire journey, everything that is, that you've been doing, what made the biggest difference in your prep success? What is it that you would recommend people to do? That do this and you'll see change.
I think I'll list three things for this question. One would be the mentors, because they play a big role in preparing you for GMAT. No matter how smart you are, etc., the aptitude that you have, you don't need to learn the portion. I would say you need to learn how to appear for GMAT, because there is a big difference. Uh, you may know all the answers, but there is a method to appear GMAT, right? You uh, need to know how to give GMAT. You need to give a lot of mocks. I gave around 26 to 27 mocks in total. Uh, so one thing that everyone should know is you need to have discipline to, get up every day, give a mock. Uh, and this is also something that Vignesh sir told me, ke, give the mock in the time that you are going to actually give the GMAT, right? In that slot, so that you are habituated. Uh, After that afternoon, you can, analyze it, work on your mistakes, and next day you can again give the mock. So this discipline is very important. I used to come to the center every day at 10 a.m. Because I thought my slot would be 10 to 12:30. And I used to give the mock. I used to sit here. I used to analyze my mistakes. And then sir would come. So then I used to ask him my doubts. Ma'am would come. I used to ask her my verbal doubts. So mentors and discipline, these are the two things that I would say are the most important. And one additional thing that would not apply to a lot of people, but it applied to me, is that uh, don't think a lot about GMAT. Uh, so this helped me in my second attempt, because people just say, okay, GMAT is a very small portion of your application. It does not matter that much, etc. But in your mind, you're always like, oh my God, if I don't get a GMAT score, I'm not getting anywhere, right? And that uh, comes in your head every time. And I did not let this come into my mind in my second attempt. I went in my pajamas without anything. I just, clicked submit as if it did not matter. So this attitude might not help a lot of people, but it helped me. And even sir told me, that this sometimes helps because you stop overthinking. uh, this especially helps in the verbal section. People overthink a lot. They think, oh my God, I don't think this answer is right. This also sounds right. And they waste a lot of time. But uh, this not thinking much might help in GMAT. Because to be honest, yesterday itself, my friend gave his GMAT and he messaged me, okay, bhai, you told me not to think a lot in verbal and just randomly, click submit, etc. And that helped a lot. I scored this much. And maybe it helps some people. I don't know. But
Mm.
yeah.
I do agree with this. The psychology of the test matters a lot.
Yeah.
See, you can only prepare up till the test day.
Mhm.
Once you enter that room where you have to take the test, it's not like you can prepare any more at all.
Mhm.
Now it's you and the test and how you interact with it.
Mhm.
If we overthink, if we scare ourselves, we will make mistakes that we would not make otherwise.
Yeah.
But fear does mess up with the head. So this
Mhm.
is something I also tell a lot of the students I talk to, that you're just scaring yourself too much. Worry about the test only till one day before the test, that I need
Yeah.
to prepare, I need to prepare. But when you're out there, then be like, okay, bring it on. I've
Yeah.
studied, just bring it on. I'm going to do my best and I'm not going to worry about you. That
Yeah.
attitude does help. So that's big advice to everyone. Have a good mentor, be disciplined in your journey. You will have to be consistent even on days where you're low on motivation. You have to stick to your plans. And the third one is have a positive mindset. Don't worry
Yeah.
too much when you're doing this. Amazing. Now, if you had to overall sum up your entire experience with IMS Manya, then maybe one or two sentences, what would you say?
I mean, a lot of the credit for my score goes to IMS because, as I mentioned, the mentors, firstly, asking my ma'am and my sir doubts at 2 a.m. and getting it solved. Yeah, would I don't think other maybe classes would do. And I always got my doubts solved anytime I want. Uh, and more than the doubts, the 2 a.m. overthinking thoughts that, oh my God, I won't score, etc. That is also something that Vignesh sir helped me in between the attempts, as I mentioned.
You need a
I was a
friend.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So no, because I told you, right? I did not study for the second attempt. I was totally, hell bent on going abroad. I don't want to study, blah, blah, blah. I won't score. And he helped me a lot. कि भाई मत सोच इतना, you will score, etc. And that is not something mentors normally do, right? But yeah, he did that. Uh, Also, the center that I visit, I'm currently at the center itself. So it is a very, very student friendly environment over here. You have a proper classroom where you can sit and study. People are studying law, people are studying something else, etc. And you get a good environment to study. That is something that helped me because I can never study at home. I need somewhere, either I go to the library or something. So the center really helped me. And the book too. So there's an IMS book for quants and for verbal, which has theory in it. So that is something that I used to read every time I gave a mock or the exam to, brush up my basics.
Nice.
Uh, yeah, so yeah, all these things really helped me. And it was a very, very smooth experience. No problems at all. Uh, Always got my doubts cleared, always had a place to study. Uh, and I always got free counseling. I don't know why.
I don't know why. It's amazing. Okay, great. Then that means all of your mentors, the entire IMS Mania team, everyone was invested in this journey.
Yeah,
Everyone wanted you to be successful. Whatever it takes, a 2 a.m. chit chat, motivation, a boost up, everything is, it's so nice to hear that you got more than just math or verbal knowledge.
yeah.
That's very nice. And we are again very, very happy for your success. And
Thank
we
you.
all wish you all the best. Like we've been invested till here, we still care about you. And we really want you to get whatever you want in life. All the very best. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining us today. Thank you.
Thank you.